that's Cozumel. We didn't really give it any attention. Both Margarida and I felt it was better than Isla Mujeres, but we just don't have the time. We've got to pick up Dwayne and we need to find some little hurricane holes. And Mexico, apart from Isla Mujeres, which I really don't think is a good one because the holding in the sand and the grass is poor. And Venturas is the marina. Call me old-fashioned, but I don't want to have anything hard, pointy, sharp things around me in a hurricane. I want to have lovely soft mangroves and really, really good sand or mud for my anchor. Anyway, so we can find that down in Belize. We've checked out. Cozumel is known for stupidly unreal great visibility. I mean, it's unbelievable. You can see down 60 feet just from here. It's excellent diving, but we're not doing any diving because we're flat broke and that's just the way it is. Anyway, we're doing our best.
We were dodging local storms along the way while I was struggling with seasickness, so it wasn't a really pleasant trip for me.
We're on Chinchero Bank. This is our last stop in Mexico. I had wanted to go further in, but we're sitting less than 8 inches of depth underneath the keel. We can't get in. I tried to get in so at least can get the dinghy so we can go upwind.
Although the dinghy looks sick with a seam leak, and I can't repair this seam leak, the real issue is the motor. It's really unreliable. I end up swimming at 90% of the time. Well, at least it keeps me fit, but when we're in the middle of nowhere, it's a bit dangerous.
So I can't risk it. It's very disappointing. We come so far to see one of the very few atolls in the northern hemisphere, and we can't get there. So Belize, here we come. Hopefully it's not going to be, we're going to find some more deep water places there, but Belize is very shallow, so if you are going to do it in a 5-foot draft boat or a 4.5 foot, because we're going to miss out on a lot of spots there too. It's only 12 knots, so I just can't risk it because there's no one around. It's a good thing to have no one around, but at least if you've got a reliable boat.
Goodbye Mexico, hello Belize. We're entering the Eastern Channel, which is the main shipping channel to get into Belize City. Whale mark, and lo and behold the charts match. For who don't know, the yellow flag is the quarantine flag that should be raised every time we enter a new country. And there he is, Belize.
Today was a Margarida sailing day, which basically meant she was in charge and I tried to keep out of her way and I tried to keep my big mouth shut, which you guys know with my blog is pretty difficult to do. But check out that winch handling. That's mighty fine winch handling. So ideally she'll know how to do everything, so if I fall overboard she'll be able to sail away and have a good life.
So we've been trying to call anyone on the radio. We're trying all channels, it's not working. I think Belize is a sleepy city. Apparently according to this book, which is the Bible around here, no one was answering 10 years ago, so what are they going to do now? I don't know quite know what to do. The Radisson George Marina, Fort George Marina is also not answering. We don't even know where we can put the dinghy. It's all a rocky shore. Like if I know. I mean, let's just go see the country for free. Unbelievable.
Fort George Marina, Fort George Marina, Fort George Marina. This is sailing boat for them. We're trying to get some information to clear in with the port captain, but they haven't been reaching us. Can you give us any advice, please? Over.
What do you think?
I think there's no one there. Probably just have to go to land and they just don't answer any radio. It's just weird because if it was something important, something urgent, they just don't answer. It's not normal.
You start, dear. Well, checking into Belize City was an interesting experience. We got done. We got done good. We're a bit of amateurs, but we really got done. Margarida, what happened?
We actually arrived to Belize on a Thursday afternoon. We contacted them through radio, no one answered. We thought maybe it's because it's around 4, they just left work. We tried tomorrow morning. So the next morning, before 9 until 10, 10:30, we were consistently on the radio. No one answered us, so we thought we have to go.
Port captain was sleeping.
And see them, and that's what we did.
So we're at Radisson Dock. We were right there, right next to them. You couldn't miss us. We had our flags up, but guess what? No one was answering radio.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I'm going to put flares up and I'm going to burn part of the boat, because what happened to us was really, we were taken to the cleaners.
Yes, we were ripped off.
So we go on shore. Then just a quick discussion with the dockside manager there. He doesn't have a radio either. He hasn't had a radio in 3 years apparently since the last cyclone. So he couldn't help us. But we didn't have Belize dollars. We couldn't get Belize dollars in Mexico. So he said, oh, you got to have Belize dollars. So he ushered us off. And that is where the problem began. Because then he rang everyone, all his mates from agriculture, customs, health, immigration.
First started, he said you need to pay
Oh
to
yeah.
be here on the dock.
Yeah, on the dock.
$20 an hour.
$20 an hour for the tender.
Or you can get my service, and I can get all the authorities here just for $30.
$30. So we're going.
So, but, paying the 20 an hour, and this will take us 5 to 6 hours, or paying 30 for him, and they all come here. So it's actually cheaper to pay him.
Yeah. And so he sent us off to get Belize dollars. Well, that was what really got them going, because when we got back with our Belizean dollars, we were threatened with a $2,000 fine because we came ashore without, we couldn't get in contact with the port captain. He's saying, oh, $2,000 American fine, confiscation of boat. Oh, you cannot leave the boat.
Yeah,
well, I'd still be on the boat now because no one was coming. So then the agriculture guy, the biggest guy, he led me inside and he said, look, this is how it'll go. And so now the bribe talk came.
Because when we left the boat, we took the rubbish with us. We didn't know we couldn't take what was inside the boat, so we took the rubbish, and I put the rubbish on the big bin that was on the dock. And the health guy said, you cannot take anything from the boat. I have to inspect what he took from the boat. So while I went take the things from the big bin, inside the bin, with the health guy, so check all of the rubbish, the bribe was happening I was away.
And also there was also another fine for dumping the rubbish,
yeah.
Even though there was no breach, because it was just paper and plastics, because we're very particular.
Organics.
Yeah, I'll go on. So, in a nutshell, yes, it cost us almost $400 American to clear into Belize.
Yeah, very expensive.
A couple the day before, they got done also, although not quite as much, because their boat was a bit smaller. So I think they actually look at your boat and go, oh, right, and they extend it and contract it according to size. So I would advise, do not go to Belize City. Go to Cucumber Beach, which is 5 miles south.
but the marina will take care of it for you, and of course it'll cost you being in the marina, and you're going to have to pay probably $150 in cab fares and lunch to the officials,
but
because they have to come out.
Will still be cheaper than having to pay what
all the bribes and the threats of fines and confiscation and all of that.
Or just go to Placencia. We heard that's the best place.
Placencia would be the cheapest and most casual, and it's not an open roadstead. It's got a key outside the front, so you're actually nestled in, so it's not a drama. Whereas in Belize, there's no protection whatsoever.
Yeah, this is from who coming from north. Yeah, like
that's right. So please learn from us and don't get done as much as we did.